Welcome to the Daily Voice Podcast, and this morning's podcast is entitled The Fountain of Life. We're going to read from Psalm 36, and in verse 9, David writes and he says, "For with you is the fountain of life." And this psalm opens up by looking at the lifestyle of the wicked man. How the wicked man tries to do everything out of himself. How the wicked man chases after his own righteousness, chases after his own success by trying to find all the answers within himself. But here David says that his success, his life, the very essence of his life, he finds within God. He says that my life and my light is within you. Now, if we go back to the previous verse, he says that they are abundantly satisfied with the fullness of your house, and you give them drink from the river of your pleasures. Now, we know that Jesus, when he came to the earth, was talking to people and said, "I am the bread of life." And he also said to people, the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman, "If you drink from me, you will never thirst again." And it's so sad that today people are chasing after all sorts of formulas, isms, schisms, in order to try and achieve their success. And here David gives us a perfect formula. And that is purely that if we chase after God, if we pursue his fountain, then in him is the fountain of life. In him is all of this success. And so, as I always say to people, it's not just about pursuing God. It is also about how much of God you pursue. And interestingly, the previous passage in verse 8 talks about eating and drinking. I like to also talk about the fact that in verse 9 he talks about, "In your light we see light." I always say to people, you cannot get a suntan. You cannot look brown in summer if you never spend time in the sun. You cannot run around for 5 minutes in the sun with your bikini and think that you're going to look gorgeous and brown. You have to clock some time. And this is also how it works with God. We cannot enjoy the pleasures of God or expect to be filled with all of these good things God wants us to have and drink from his fountain of life if we just take one sip of him now and again, or one bite of him. Imagine going to a restaurant and the waiter serves you a beautiful burger and brings you a tall glass of soda, but all you do is you take one bite of this delicious burger, one sip of the soda, and sends it all back. Let's eat to our heart's content. Eat as much of him as you can. Drink as much of him as you can, because in him is the fountain of life. Be blessed.